Today, I'm going to share with you a breakdown of my business revenue and my income as a yoga teacher who works online and makes about $10,000 to $12,000, sometimes more, sometimes less, every single month. But it's over that $10,000 mark, and I know that is a goal for a lot of people. So I want to share with you a breakdown of how I actually earn that revenue, so that you can see if that it's not all from one place, and then it comes from multiple places, and how it might be possible for you too. So before I get into the details and the numbers and show you that, I want to share that every single month, at the end of the month or the beginning of the month, the next month, I go back and I estimate how much I've earned over the past month. Not because I want an exact number, but because I want to be able to see the trends in some of my categories. Now, this could be done in a spreadsheet. It can be done in a Google document. It can be done on your phone. It can be done on a piece of paper. But it's good to, over the course of time, track some of those numbers so that you have a good idea of where you're at, what you did or didn't do that could affect these numbers. So we take the emotions out of it and we just look at it for what it is. And it's just purely data. They're just numbers. Okay, which is why I'm okay sharing this with you today. So let me jump over to my screen share and share with you all the categories and what I track for my income each month. So if we go over here, we have just a Google document. It's my Ashes Yoga revenue estimate for this past month. It's currently February 1st. So I have a bunch of categories down here, and I'll go through these one by one. So what I do at the beginning of each month is I go down and I add up the totals of the places that I earn income. So most of my income comes from online courses. I would say more than anything, I am an online course creator. So I create online courses for people who want to develop websites, who want to teach yoga, who want to do things that I've done and have expertise in. So I like to create courses. I actually have a bunch of them up. As you can tell, I'm making over $6,000 this past month with online courses. So I'll go into ThriveCart, which is where a lot of my payments come in, and I'll total that up, or I'll run the report for the month of January or the previous month, and I'll get the number. And then I go into Teachable because some people are still randomly finding some Teachable sales pages. And then in Offering Tree, OT, I could also call this Offering Tree, I have some workshop replays and things that I would consider online courses, or I put that in the same category. And so I add all of these up and it brings me this number. Now, it is not going to be exact because there are PayPal fees and Stripe fees and sometimes there's other fees. So this isn't necessarily what I'm putting in my pocket. It's just an estimate, and I track it the same every single month so that I can just see the trends. Okay, next up is one-on-one coaching, and I have two options. There's a very low membership rate, and then there's a non-members rate. So I'm tracking both of those, and I can break it up. So I had a few members book a one-on-one with me, and then I had some non-members, so I made $700. Zoom Yoga is my online yoga classes. This might be where you think, oh, you're making all your money from teaching yoga online. Absolutely not the case. Zoom Yoga is one of my lowest revenue forms. I use it as coffee money, as coffee shop money. It's how I get my white chocolate mochas that I get every so often. And so in tips, in daily tips or donations, I had $25 last month. That means I had two people pay me $10 and one person paid me $5. So it's definitely not filling my bank account, but it's something. And I'm grateful for it either way. And then I have 7 current members who are paying for a $25 a month membership for video replay access. So I marked that here. So a total of $200. Now that might fluctuate up or down $50 to $100. Not a big deal. Same with any of these. These are not the same every single month. And then I go over to YouTube. In the back end of YouTube, I check my analytics. My channel is monetized. And so I check the revenue report, and I had 328 last month. Even with 30,000 subscribers, I haven't been posting videos regularly as much. So it's $328. That's great. I'm happy for that. It's not a focus of mine. So it's still fairly low in relation to other people with the same amount of subscribers. So not worried about it. It's not a focus. I can tell that's why it's a little bit farther down. Now, next up, another big portion of my income comes from affiliate marketing or affiliate income. Affiliates are when I promote other people's products or programs and I make a commission. And so I do this on my website. I do this in videos. I do this everywhere. Some of these are ongoing affiliates and some of them are launches, so one-time things. So Amazon Associate, as an Amazon affiliate, I make 4% mostly when people click on my links. And so for some reason I have two stores. Don't mind that. I just have I don't know how I set that up, but I have two places I have to track. I add them together and most of the time this is people buying microphones and equipment. So it is a little bit higher because of that. And it's ongoing because I list my links for Amazon products in a lot of places. And then with Offering Tree, I am a partner or ambassador with Offering Tree, which is the scheduling and booking software that I use and I recommend. And I have a lot of partnership links out there. It's offeringtree.com/ashes. And so if anyone signs up using my link, I make a commission. And because I use it, I love it. I talk about it all the time. I am making around $1,000 each month, give or take, again, a couple hundred, depending on how much I talk about it. So this month as an ambassador, I made 1,000. I also have an internal partnership agreement with them where I made 38. So I add those two together and my affiliate income from Offering Tree is 1,038. And then I had a couple extras down here. There was a course launch that's done once a year that I was part of, and I sent several emails. So I made $3,200 from that course launch. Now, I'm not going to get paid these right away. I may not get paid out for, in fact, a couple of months. There's a 2-month delay with Offering Tree, a 2-month delay with Amazon, and a couple other delays with some of these down here. So there might be delays, but I'm going to track what I earned this month, and I know I'm going to get paid out eventually. Okay. And then I had one affiliate commission from someone who booked or bought a legal package from Law is Fun through my affiliate link. And then Workout Labs is a deck of yoga cards, and I make like $4 or $5 when someone buys. I think we had a few purchases. So if we total all of these up, that's what I'm looking at here. We total all of these up, it equals $12,719. So you can see some of the biggest things that on my list are online courses. That's always the primary for me. For some of you, it might be one-on-ones or private lessons or your Zoom yoga. It's really like a dial. You can turn one up, turn one down at will if you want to. So if you're like, I really want to focus on this one, let's turn that one up a little bit. So direct your marketing efforts towards your Zoom yoga classes, or maybe it's your YouTube channel or whatever else that you would want to just dial up a bit, or you can pull back. My primary dial is online courses and also some of these affiliate incomes. Now, these could be considered passive income. You set it up and leave it. It's passive in the way that you don't have to do the work to create the product, but the active part of it is that you do have to talk about it. You do have to do the marketing. You have to do the active marketing efforts and advertising and promoting. So I'm always talking about the equipment that I'm using, which is why you'll see my Amazon up and down. I'm always talking about Offering Tree. And then every so often I'll talk about a few other products that I believe in, that I might be an affiliate or partner with. So I only partner with programs, people, and companies that I really believe in. You're not going to see things like a brand of yoga clothes or just random incomes here and there from companies that just want to use my audience to sell and then give me a profit. Unless I am actually using them or really believe in it, it's not going to make this list. So that is my affiliate income, which I think is really fun to play with and not the purpose of this whole conversation. But it is interesting because I know that you can see up here, if I said I made $12,000, you don't realize maybe that only half of that is from my online courses and only a small portion is from Zoom yoga. And YouTube is even less. So that's the grand total 12,719. That is not irregular for me. This is actually a very standard or typical month. And has been for the past year or so. So that's why I wanted to share this breakdown, because it was very reminiscent of other months in this past year or two. And it might be that I've sold a few more online courses. Sometimes that number goes up to 10 or 12,000 itself. And then my affiliate income is down a little bit. And sometimes other things go up and down. So I don't get too caught up with the ups and downs of this. I know not every month is going to be 12,000, and I also know how to increase that to 15 or 20 if I wanted to. And it would involve sending a couple emails. It would involve asking for the sale, asking people to watch my latest webinar, and also showing up in a little bit of a different way. So I hope that was helpful to sharing with you my income breakdown as a online yoga teacher making over $10,000 a month. And if this is something that you think is possible, I believe it is too. Amazing. I can't guarantee or promise any level of income, whether you're working with me or somebody else. Just know that I do have programs that help you to set up your website foundation, to build your online course, to start your business, and all of those things. So if you want to go on over to ashesyoga.com and then click on the coaching tab, it's the work with me page. You can see there's a few different ways to work with me, a few different online courses available, and a few free webinars that you can watch just to get started. So ashesyoga.com, go click on the coaching tab and you can learn a little bit more. And if we are going to work together in the future, I am so excited, can't wait. And I hope this video was helpful. And that's really it. I don't really know how to end my videos well. So I'm going to end it here and just say, hope you're having a great day and I hope to work with you soon.